In February 2009, the company KAHR Medical announced for the first time its platform technology for the development of innovative protein-based drugs. The announcement was received with enthusiasm by investors and scientists around the world, since the technology platform creates a totally new class of drugs. They named these molecules the third generation of biological drugs. In order to understand how the platform functions and why it is so unique, we met with Dr. Noam-Shani, the company's CEO.
To understand how our drugs function, you first need to understand autoimmune disease, which are the type of diseases in which our immune system attacks our own body. There are cells in the body called APCs, which are supplying the immune system with a constant report on the possibility that the body has been exposed to foreign invasion. To such a cell binds another type of cell called T cell, which obtains this information. In a normal situation, if there is a real invasion information, the T cell becomes aggressive and transfers the information to other elements of the immune system. In an autoimmune disease, when the two cells are docking, the T cell somehow gets an error report, which makes him the enemy of its own body, and to react to an emergency that doesn't really exist. Such a T cell initiates the immune attack by multiplying and is transferred to a state of immediate attack on the body. We are developing protein drugs called TSCP, which are able to convert the signal that is transferred between these two cells, so that the signal which usually induces the disease becomes a signal that heals the disease.
The secret to the platform uniqueness is based in the mode in which the drugs are constructed, proteins with two different binding sites on both ends. Every protein has two sides. The two sides, or head and tail of the protein, are named N and C. Through these receptor heads and tails, the cell communicates with the world around it, as well as with other cells that form physical contact. The main idea behind the TSCP technology is the fusion of the head of one receptor with the tail of another to construct a new type of molecule, a protein with two specific biologically active sides.
In autoimmune diseases, this ability has an immediate clinical application because the drug can convert an intercellular signal that causes the disease into an intercellular signal that heals the disease. Instead of a signal that makes the T cell aggressive, the drug now converts it to a signal that commands the T cell to initiate the programmed cell death and stop the progression of the disease. We are able to stop the progression of the disease early. So we are treating the source of the disease and not the symptoms.
TSCP-based drugs cause specific suicide of the cells causing the illness, thus leading toward acute treatment, short-term treatment, but with long-term effects, which does not expose the patient for long periods of time. Currently, all biological drugs, even the most modern ones, have only one target site. That is why TSCP technology is called by the leading scientists in the area the third generation of biological drugs.
KAHR's platform of technologies represents a breakthrough in the science of drug development. We have to realize that at present time, most prominent pharma companies have run out of viable products. We use the term of empty pipelines for these companies, and they are starving to fill it again, and KAHR has something very exciting to offer in terms of filling back the empty pipeline.
These days, the company plans clinical studies and focuses on its two first products, KAHR 101 for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis and KAHR 102 for the treatment of psoriasis. Recently, the company started an external Series A fundraising round to fund these new clinical experiments.